They are called Cherry Vinyl, and that song is called Busking Cape Town. And we're about to speak to the man who is the driving force behind that band, and his name is Vickus. And Vickus, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Hello. Talk to me.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
you hear
I
me?
can.
Text.
Yes, I can hear you. That was Bubs.
Go.
Remember Bubs?
What happened to Bubs? Is she no longer with you guys?
No, she's not. Bubs is a big-time photographer at the moment. For those who don't know, Bubs used to be the co-host on what used to then be known as The Breakfast Zone when we were only online. And she went off. She became Cyril McBuffalo's official photographer during his campaign, CR17 campaign, did Bubs. So,
wow, I didn't know that. That's
yeah,
amazing.
Bubs has done
So
very well for herself. Yes, she has. So how are you?
I mean, how can one be? It's been crazy. If you had spoken to me a year ago, I would have been like, "What are you talking about? COVID? What are you talking about? Lockdown? What does that even mean?"
Yes, and now we're living with that reality. Folks, for those who don't know, this is Cherry Vinyl. They are a very, very cool Cape Town band, and I don't know if the band members are still the same. Vickus certainly is. For some reason, he just won't go away, but he's still there. Nicholas still part of the outfit.
Very much so. Nicholas is there, and then Jason Solomon on drums.
Yes.
And then Christo Lutz on the bass.
No, you forgot the JJ. You must put the JJ in, eh?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't get paid enough to put the JJ in. You know what I mean?
Vickus, Horne, and Nicholas are Forbes, a fantastic musician and guitarist, Christo, bass player, and Jason Solomon. Those are the four that make up the Cherry Vinyl, and they're very proudly Cape Town and very proudly South African. And this is not the first time that we've spoken to Vickus. He's been into the Zone Radio studio. You must be one of the, you've been a couple of times, but at least 4 times.
Yeah, probably like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of Zone Radio. That's why I just love coming to chat to you.
And the more we chase you away, the more you come back.
I'm like one of those little puppies that I just won't give up, you know?
Like a rubber ball, keeps bouncing, yeah. All right, so tell us what's been happening. You released a new track called Simonyene, and I think I really do. Look, I like all your music, but that is in a different, I mean, you've taken it up a completely different level with that song.
Yeah. Yeah, so to answer the first part of your question, we were going to be touring April. We were going to launch Simonyene like in April. We were going to do a KZN tour. We had a big festival planned up in Pongola. Had about, I think, 10 gigs. And then COVID happened. And then we decided, okay, we're going to just push the song back. But since then, I've just been doing live shows over the weekends, every Saturday doing a streaming show on my Facebook page and Instagram. So I've been doing that. And yeah, the band, we've just been working on new music now in this time. And we've got a show that we're doing this weekend that we pre-recorded. So we're playing with Majosi and a few other artists for Alliance France. So we're doing like an online festival. And then we're doing another festival, I think next month, for a different group also up in Joburg. So that's kind of what we've been busy with. Just trying to keep ourselves busy.
This track that you recorded, Simonyene, is that how you say it?
Simonyene, yeah.
Simonyene. Did you record that before the lockdown? Or did you have to do it sort of like a lot of artists have had to do, sort of piecemeal in isolation?
So, gosh, remember I sent you, I actually made the note here. That I sent you a note because you guys played us, we were like one of your featured artists, and it was like on the 27th of August last year. And I sent you a voice note saying, hopefully we'll have new music on your radio soon.
Yes.
So we were already in the process of going into studio back then with the track. And we had people telling us, listen, they'll fund the song because they thought the song was good enough. And then that never happened. But we wrote the song in 2015. I've actually got a recording of a band practice where we played this song the first time ever. We still had a guy named Bartley Versace who's dating a girl named Demi Lee Moore, who's really big in the Afrikaans scene.
So it's mooi.
Yeah, so he actually we that first recording was at his house, and so at the end of last year we had this guy who was going to give us all the money, go record the song and do the music video and do a whole PR campaign for us, and then that never happened. And
Why
then
not?
so in the beginning, I don't know, I don't know, didn't want to spend the money, I don't know. And so then in the beginning of this year we were like, okay, listen, we haven't gotten any music out, let's just do this ourselves. And so Nick did the pre-production on the song, and we took that pre-production then to the recording studio, amazing recording artist named Dane Taylor. He did the song, and then Mr. Richard, we were like, then we got the song, we did the music video literally just before lockdown. So we did the music video the Sunday, and that next Thursday, lockdown happened. So we had the song, we had the music video, we had everything just before lockdown. And then we sat back and we waited, because we were like, what do we do now? Now you've got this new song, when do you launch it?
Yeah.
And so we spoke to quite a few publicists. Everyone was saying, listen, we don't know about the track. Maybe you should only launch it at the end of the year. The one person that we've worked with previously, she said she doesn't even know if she wants to work on the song. She didn't feel she felt it wasn't good enough.
Okay, well,
I mean, to each their own. And so then we were like, okay, well, so we got a really good friend to help us with the PR, and she's been doing amazing work for us. And so we took this big jump and said, listen, we feel that this is a message that needs to come out. It needs to be out there. It's a positive and uplifting. And yeah, so then we released it last month.
In the middle of lockdown.
In the middle of lockdown, as one does, you know.
Yeah, as one plans for, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You could definitely plan for that, you know what I mean? That you definitely write into a strategic plan. COVID-19.
Exactly. COVID-19.
Yeah, lockdown for 7 years. We definitely need to, because I don't even know whether they're going to get out of this in 7 years. Just let me pause quickly. Hayden Dunstan just give you a shout out. Said, how's it, Vickus, all the way from the UK. So that's from
awesome, Hayden. Thanks so much, Hayden.
Hayden's been around Zone Radio as long as you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's also a musician. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome, man.
That's a lot better than you guys, but I mean, he's, you know. But
that's great. I mean, we still have a lot to learn. So
yeah. Not least of which about hairstyles, but that's another conversation. So are you making some money doing what it is that you're doing? I mean, are you and Nick and Christo, Jason, are you guys surviving? Or how do you survive in times like this?
So yeah, it's difficult. I mean, luckily we all have wives and girlfriends, except Nick. He still stays with his parents, so he's fine. No, Mr. Richard. I mean, we applied for the COVID relief fund with the government in the beginning of April. Got some money.
Did you?
From that? Yeah, we got money back. It was a lot less than I applied for, and then I appealed. So I applied, then I got denied or rejected. Then I appealed that, and then they paid us out, because I had to send them all the contracts from all the gigs that we were going to. I mean, we had over, I think, 20 booked gigs. No, more, maybe like 30 booked gigs already, because I worked so far in advance. And so we got a bit of money back. And then also I appealed again, because I was like, listen, guys, you need to help us out. We're not going to be able to play music again until the end of the year. I don't think we'll see a live stage as the full band really soon. I don't think so. In front of a live audience.
And if this government continues the way they're going to do it, work on about 2035.
Well, let's hope for the best. We have to keep on hoping for the best. But yeah, so then I appealed that, and I said, listen, you guys need to, this was the budget, this was everything. And so they approved that. So now we're waiting for money again. So that's kind of like, that's helped a bit. We're really, I think my biggest thing is everyone listening, please go and buy South African music. If you're a South African, go and buy the music. So Simunye is on all streaming platforms. If you're on Spotify, you can go and listen to it on Spotify. Every time you listen to it, we get 0.0027 US dollar cents. And I mean, that's really what we're hoping for. We're hoping that we get some money from this single to kind of help us with the next one. Yeah.
More messages coming through on WhatsApp. I don't know why people want to connect with you here on WhatsApp. Hayden saying no chance, not even close. Cherry rocks big time. Okay, I suppose that's a matter of opinion.
Wow, that's why I love you, Mr. Richard. You keep us on the ground. You keep us on the ground.
Judy says, I love a Cherry Vinyl. This Simunye is an absolutely amazing track. I agree. I do believe that you guys have, look, there's so many songs that you guys have recorded and that we have on the system here. And one of my favorites, obviously, Township Jazz. I've always enjoyed that. I've always enjoyed Central Park. But they are not the same as this. This is something completely different.
Yeah.
You kind of took the mold, broke it, and kind of reinvented yourself with this song. And I don't know whether that is Nick's influence, your influence, whether it's the change in personnel, because a lot of those other songs were different personnel. I don't know what it is, but I kind of feel that there's like a shift in the way that you guys are doing things at the moment.
Yeah. So Cherry Vinyl has been around for 12 years.
It's a
long time for a band to have been around for that long and stuck around through all the nonsense and crap that's happened. And the last time we really released any music was 2015, 2016, So we've literally just been playing, trying to pay off the initial investors. And so I think the reason why the song is sounding so much different is we recorded at it's a great studio, and the production and the post-production on the track was done tremendously well. So, I write all the songs and I come up with a basic idea, and I gave that basic idea to Nick, and Nick just colored it in, and we sent it off to the guy, Dane Taylor, who is remarkable. He's probably one of the most amazing, talented recording guys out there. I think he studied at Berkeley, to give you an idea. Like, he's really, really good. And that's why the quality of the song is just so much better.
And look, I don't want to single out anybody in a unit that is very, very tight and very close. But Nick does add, there was a change in sort of musical consciousness when Nick joined you guys. And I remember you came into the studio shortly after he left, what was it?
The Ballistics.
And there was that kind of almost a subtle change which has seemed to manifest itself over time, because he is a remarkable musician. He's also a hell of a nice guy, apart from anything else. And it's nice that there is at least one nice guy in the band.
At least we have one. We've got something going for us,
But do you think that do you and the other guy feel that Nick has made that difference?
I think it's definitely everyone together. I can't just single out Nick. I think he's what he's done has been amazing. But I think so. Like, Jason has been with the band since 2010, and it's almost that idea of, like, we've had this dream of being able to be full-time musicians for so long. And we've been playing so many shows. Last year alone, I think we played over band, we play every weekend. We play, and we've never had the opportunity to put something decent out like the single. And it really is all just about funding. If you if you have the financial backing, you can record and you have time to really make it sound amazingly nice, which we've never had. And this single and the music video, we did all of this ourselves. So it's also a really proud moment for us to say, you know what, we don't owe anyone anything. We did this ourselves with our own blood, sweat, and tears over the last year of just playing and putting a little bit of money away the whole time. So yeah, that's sort of the message. Go and work hard, and hopefully everyone can come together. Simunye, we are one.
Most certainly. Clinton popping up here, and he says his new name now for me is Mr. Richard. You see, now you started something.
But you are Sir Richard. You can't just call them. We can't just call you Sir, like unicorn, and that's beautiful. But I mean, you are Sir Richard. Sir, that's it. That's the name.
I've just worked out why you chose to do a Zoom interview and not come into the studio here this afternoon.
Why?
Well, apart from the fact that you probably would have got hurt, but you see, this is the thing. You still haven't introduced us to your wife.
My wife was actually in hospital this morning.
Oh, she
had to go. I promise you, she had to go in for a little operation. She's next door now. She's sleeping. I had to rush back, get her in bed, and at least she's doing well. The operation went really well. But I promise you, I'm live on Zoom now, and we're recording this. Me and my wife, when she's recovered, we will come into your studio and we will just have a nice chat with you.
Okay. Now, when was the last time you were on Zone Radio?
When you were at your old studio.
Yeah, which is probably about 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was when I started my when we started the music school. Remember, we had the music school guy.
Yes, yeah, Dave. Now, you promised me that then. So now
we've been busy the last 2 years. I've just given you a really nice new song.
Yes, okay. But personally, I prefer to meet your wife.
I see. Okay, so you don't want more music.
Because it's always lovely chatting to you, and I think people are listening to this saying, how's this guy? There's a long history and relationship between Zone Radio, myself, and Vickus. It goes back a long time, and he has shared so much with us over time. And you got how long have you been married now?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years, and the guide dog hasn't bitten you yet.
No.
Oh, okay.
The guide dog hasn't bitten you.
Just checking.
Wow. You are, Mr. Richard. You are amazing, and I love you. Oh man,
we love you too.
This is my favorite. I don't like. I only want to do interviews with you. I don't want to do interviews with anyone else. I want to just be able to come interview with you every month.
Oh, lucky me. All right. Listen, I've got to go now because I've got a radio show to do and I've got some weather too.
What radio?
Hey?
When does your radio show start?
Hey? Well, it started already. And now you're interrupting and interfering with everybody. Now listen to me. Where do people find this song?
It's literally on all platforms. So if you are on Apple Music, you can go look for it on Apple Music. It's on Amazon Music. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. It's on Deezer. You Shazam it. It's there. If you go to YouTube, you can go check out our new music video done by the amazing Zunaid and Taillight Studios. Go check that out. Please share it with everyone. I think that's the only way we can get the song out is people click, like, and share.
Okay.
And that will help us tremendously. Thank you so much.
We will put all of that. We're going to podcast this as we always do, but there's also going to be a video of this interview on YouTube. So you can you can go and look on our YouTube channel in a day or two's time, and you can share that as well on your platforms. Folks, let me tell you this, that when it comes to hardworking musicians, when it comes to dedicated musicians, you are going to be hard-pressed to find more dedicated and hard-pressed musicians than Vickus, Nicholas, Krista, and Jason. And as Cherry Vinyl, they work very, very hard at their craft, and they're very entertaining. So if you get an opportunity to go onto their streaming platforms and see them perform, do it. If it costs you $1 or $2, support them, because these guys are proudly South African musicians who fly the flag high and set a high standard for other South African musicians. 12 years in the business, it's a long time to survive. And there are younger musicians that stand on the shoulders of these guys. So go and support them. Judy has just popped on here. Now I want you to do something for me. Judy's popped onto the WhatsApp, and there's an app. Okay, we got your wife's sleeping, so who's going to write for you now? Because you're going to have to write this down. So
I've got a notebook here. Hold on.
Yeah, but are you going to be able to write?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just checking. I'm
writing. I've got my.
Have you got
this?
Is
what I've got my little whiteboard.
Okay,
here you go.
cool.
What do I need to do?
You need to write this down. Share. STAR. I'll spell it for you because I know you're slow.
Okay. Share. Yes.
Share. One word. Okay.
Yes. One word. Yes.
Now, when you're done here, before you even get up, go to Google Play Store and look for that app.
Play Store. Google Play Store.
Okay. You can manage everything in your business, music business, on that app. Everything.
Share.
I mean, everything. Bookings, invoicing, ticketing, the whole 9 yards.
Is this a proudly South African Zone Radio app or not?
No, it's not a Zone Radio app. It's very much proudly African. The guys developed it. It was developed in Cape Town, but the guys who funded it are in Namibia. Now, there is also an interview about it on our YouTube channel.
On your YouTube
You'll also
channel.
find it on our podcast. Okay, so you can listen to that interview. But go and have a look at that app. It is world-class, and it's something completely revolutionary. And you can just about do everything you need to as a musician with that app. So Judy's asked me to tell you that, okay? And I'm telling you that.
Thank you so much, Judy, and thank you for doing that.
You can argue with me if you want to. Don't argue with Judy. Okay. All right. So now I'm bored with you. You need to go now.
All right. Thank you so much.
Right. Listen,
Richard. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you for your time. I know it's really tough to have me on your shows, but thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right. And are you doing any acting? Well, you can't now. I mean,
I can't. Yeah, I did apart from doing these sort of shows. No, I did one in January. Did a nice big commercial in January, and I've just auditioned now for a new TV series.
Oh, that's nice.
Very
hush hush. Okay, all right. Because if they could cast you, you can act like a human. You can. I've seen that.
I could try.
Listen, love you madly. Go now. I'm going to play this song for people so they can hear it. And as soon as you're able, come and visit us at our new studios here in Sun Valley. And
I'll definitely do that. Definitely do that.
Okay, I'm sure.
I need to bring my wife. Can I bring my wife and my puppy? Are you allowed having dogs in your studio or not?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
No. Just bring your wife and puppy, park outside, send them in, and everything's fine.
Okay. All right. We'll do that.
Take care and love to the guys, eh? Okay.
Thanks so much, Mr. Richard. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Have a great evening.
You too. Awesome. Keep on keeping on and making music like this because it's absolutely brilliant. Folks, here is